So we're pulling up out of Cold Spring today. It's a Wednesday afternoon. About 85 degrees out, very nice. But what we're going to do now is make a left here on 9D and head to Beacon, which is something I've never done before on the bike. Here's the parking for Little Stony Point, where Millie and I did our walk this morning. Also known as Sandy Beach. There's a really large, beautiful sandy beach along the Hudson River. You can go swimming there, although you're not allowed to, but people do anyway. Up ahead we can see Breakneck Ridge, which is the ultra popular hiking trail in this whole entire area. People come out of the city in droves. They either drive or take the train. It's a very challenging hike. I haven't done it in a long time just because it's too crowded these days. Too bad there's a cloud. The sun's not on the rocks right now. But it's a towering rocky ridge cliff climb. People do get trapped up there and they have to do rescues quite often. We're going to go through a tunnel that goes underneath Breakneck. Woo! That's crazy. This is all parking for Breakneck Ridge, where people just stand in the middle of Route 9D and waiting to get hit. We won't really be able to see it. In the winter you can through the trees, but to our left out in the river is Bannerman's Island that has an old replica of a Scottish castle on it that was built in the early 1900s by a guy with the last name of Bannerman, and it was called Bannerman's Island Arsenal because the whole entire place was filled with old military stuff that he used to sell. Like, he had a catalog where they said he had enough stuff in there that he could outfit small armies by mail order. And of course what happened was that the whole entire place blew up. Blew the roof right off the place. But the ruins are still there. They're trying to restore them and keep them from falling down. They look really impressive. We used to kayak over there like 30 years ago, and at that time you were just allowed to land on the island and walk around and explore the overgrown ruins, but now it's kind of like an established historic site. You're not allowed to just go there and just explore. It's not like it used to be. Speed limit drops down to 30 here. I don't know how literally the cops take it. I know the drivers sure don't. But I'll drop it down. And this is Mount Beacon Park. It's another mountain that gets great views of the Hudson River. That's really popular up there. And we're entering Beacon. It really doesn't take long to get here from Cold Spring. It's the next town up, but I hardly ever come here. It used to be pretty run down. When we first moved up here, we came up probably one of the first weekends we lived here to, let's check out Beacon. And we were kind of like, let's get the hell out of here. Main Street was pretty shabby looking and some shady looking people around, and now it's quite different. Main Street's had a big time revival, and there's lots of little shops. A lot of young kids from Brooklyn moved up here, especially over the pandemic. During the pandemic, this was like the hot real estate market. Quite a bit of old historical factories and buildings back here. I mean, Main Street itself is pretty old, you know, similar to Cold Spring. This on our left is the Town Crier Cafe. They got live music there. Some pretty good people too. Town Crier used to be a well-known live music place that was in Pawling, New York. It's now owned by Daryl Hall, and it's called Daryl's Place. And they still get pretty good acts. We saw Josh Ross there a couple years ago, just before the pandemic. Since the pandemic, they haven't really gotten as many really good acts that we want to go see. That's Main Street. Here we're going to make a left and go down towards the river. There's a couple parks down there. It's been so long that I've been down here, I don't really know where I'm going. Let's just, I think it's this way. Long Dock Park. Okay. Geez, I don't even think this used to be here. If it was, it didn't look like this. Not the park I was thinking of. Well, I'm going to check it out. Heading back towards Cold Spring from Beacon. Riverview restaurant. People like it. I don't love it. It's just okay. And they only take cash. Which in my opinion is just like, come on, it's, 2022 now.